Hey y'all, this is Sarah Clark with the Ablr team, and I'm so excited to be joined by some of my amazing colleagues. We've got Shannon Gardner, John Samuel, and Angus Cola here today. And we want to take a second to, in honor of NDEAM, National Disability Employment Awareness Month, to share a couple of myths and debunk them, or share a couple of reasons of why it's important to hire folks with disabilities and the impact that it can have on your organization. And so I have my guests here today, and so we're going to go around and just share a couple of our thoughts. And John, can we start with you?
Yeah, for sure. I have the opportunity to speak to a lot of employers and folks out there, and one of the kind of the myths that come up is that the accommodations that people with disabilities need cost a lot of money. I think it's like less than 50% of the cost of accommodations is less than $500, which companies can't afford. And by providing the accommodations that people need to be set up for success in the workplace, you'll get a much bigger ROI by having amazing talent with a diverse thought that will add real value to your organization.
Awesome. Thanks, John. And then Angus, can I pass it over to you?
Yeah, absolutely. You certainly can. One myth that I have always experienced as a person who's visually impaired that try to apply for jobs, there's always been the question of liability. So some companies think that, because a person has a specific disability, for instance, being having blindness, that if we hire this person or we bring them on and they are here at our job, there's always this type of a risk where they can get hurt or something can happen to them. What if they need assistance or they need something to do? I will say that a lot of people with disabilities, they have a lot of independence, and they are in fact and can even provide recommendations on how to help you to make your environment more inclusive for everybody. So not just for the liability of those who are disabled, but also just for everybody to be able to benefit. And I personally feel that negativities like the thought process of liability should not come in, should not be an obstruction for anybody to make a decision as to hiring a person with a disability who may have that untapped above and beyond talent that your company could use and really, really benefit from.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Angus. And then Shannon, would you like to close out?
Sure, even though they took all the good ones.
Oops.
Just kidding. One of the myths that I think about when I hear um, employers talk about hiring people with disabilities is that they need to hire a person with a disability for a specific role. And that's not the case. When you're hiring folks, especially people with disabilities, the most important thing that you should do is don't look at the fact that they have a disability. That's not what's important here. What's important is their skills and the things that they can add to your team. And there's been folks that I've known that can, you know, I've known folks with visual impairments who've washed dishes, dropped fries at a fast food place. But also, as you can see, we can be CEOs too. Hello, John's right here. So always keep that in mind. When you're hiring people with disabilities, don't look at the fact that they have a disability, but look at the fact that they are a person just like anyone else that you may hire.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Shannon. Thanks y'all again for joining me. I do hope this is informative and helpful for all y'all listening. And we've got plenty more where that came from. So stay tuned for the rest of the content for NDEAM. And thanks y'all so much.